Nothing. All right. So we're in the stream. Freaking. Oh man, it's been a long day today, man. And plus this rain, it's not helping a lot either. But right now I'm be editing a video for you guys. I've been wanting to get to, but since the weather's been acting weird, I haven't had time to record. Plus, I kind of don't like taking out my camera when it's raining and stuff like that. So it kind of sucks. But right now I have my I actually have one of my programs open right now. So I use Adobe Premiere. But just want to let you guys know, welcome to the freaking stream. Be answering you guys' questions. If you guys have any questions, you guys can leave it on the side below. You guys can answer any question. It could be car related, video games, other stuff like that. If you guys want to get into like drifting and stuff like that, what are what cars are cheap to do, drifting, just any question in general, man. You guys can answer anything. Or I mean, I'll answer anything if you guys have a question. But I'm gonna give this like, I don't know, like another 2 or 3 minutes. I'll let people, flood in, get inside the channel and watch the video and stuff. So what's up, Alan? What are next mods? Let's see. What is my next mod? I think my next mod has to be probably a welded diff. I have an open diff right now, so that's the next thing. I gotta weld my diff because people on the track say that you're better off welding your diff if you're gonna go slide and stuff. So that's the next mod I'm gonna do. But would you get LSD? Yeah, if someone like local around sells the LSD, I know you can get one from Infinity. That fits. I heard that there's like at the depending, but I heard that there's a different type of drive shaft. Sometimes it doesn't line up because some of them have like I want to say ABS or non-ABS. So depending what diff you have, the drive shaft from AKA won't fit on that because of the ABS. It's a big mess. It's weird. But yeah, next mod is gonna be welding the diff. I mean, I would get an LSD. I'll usually get an LSD if I'm making more power. Then I would go LSD. But just for now, I'm running stock power. I'm just gonna weld the diff. But people are asking me too that they want me to do a review on eBay coilovers. I kind of don't want to bite the bullet, but I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna give my actual perspective, my point of view on the coilovers, because I know a lot of people are on a budget and people want to know if they're good or not. So there's gonna be an event pretty soon in 2 months. I'm gonna try to attend it. I'm gonna try to get my coilovers from eBay, put them to the test, and give my personal review on them. Do you recommend bigger custom sway bars on brand new daily drivers? Like, I mean, it depends on you. I mean, if you want to lower your Honda CR-V, I seen a bunch of Honda CR-Vs here that are lower. They look pretty cool, but it's just your perspective how you want your car. You can do whatever you want to your car. At the same time, you have to be where you're comfortable driving and not have like not worry about bumps and stuff like that. So I mean, you have a brand new 2018, which that's cool. But it's just the way like how you want to modify your car. If you need like I don't know, depending like if you want to do like motocross or stuff like that, yeah, then you should upgrade your sway bar. That way you can catch your turns better. But if it's just a daily, just keep it how it is. I would keep it like that. Okay, so the 240s, it's running. It's wow, that's just kidding, no. But yeah, the car is running great, dude. I actually had a incident where since I'm using the automatic ECU for the 240, I had 2 TPS sensors. I tested, well, I had one TPS sensor that was it looked brand new, so I slapped it on my intake manifold, started the car up. There was no check engine lights until I put it in first gear. Um, when I was driving, and when I switched to second, the car started bogging out, like it started hesitating a lot. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna drive my car around because I don't wanna mess up the car more, and I worked like super, super hard just to get the engine in, get the transmission in, and all that stuff. So I played it safe. I parked it and then just started researching on forums and see what was going on. So people were saying that there's two different types of TPS sensors. There's a manual TPS sensor and an automatic TPS sensor. So I had another TPS sensor from the other engine, and I don't know if it was a manual TPS sensor or automatic TPS sensor. So I just did a gamble and slapped that one in. But that one was broken, and there's like a plastic piece that was broken, and you can see the internals of that TPS sensor. So I put it on, and before I put it on, actually, I checked the numbers on the back, see if they match, and they were different. I mean, like a couple letters match, but the other one, like the last four digits were different numbers. So I'm guessing that was a manual TPS sensor. That's just my guess. So I slapped in the TPS sensor and the bogging and all that crap, like it was gone, like it went away. At the same time, since the engine was sitting down with my headers, I actually replaced the oxygen sensor too. I noticed that um the cable for the oxygen sensor was like really close to the header, and it kind of melted the wire, so I rewired it, try to put it as close to the firewall, and I changed my oxygen sensor. It was only like 19 bucks, but after that the car's it's running smooth. With gunmetal or polished silver? Ooh, that's a tough question. I'll say gunmetal because it actually looks pretty cool. Gunmetal. I've seen a bunch of gunmetal colors, rims and stuff like that. So I would say go gunmetal. That'll be pretty sick. Well, yeah, probably if I'm gonna swap it out, I'll probably do it maybe probably during the summer. I'll swap out the wiring harness to a manual harness. I'm just driving my car because I need it for work and stuff like that. So, and I freaking hate driving it because my freaking coilovers are blown. It's like it's freaking crazy. Like it's all super super bumpy. I don't know. I don't know. Ask Israel, dude. I don't know. I haven't talked to that guy in a long time. Engine strut bar. Yeah, dude. Why not? You can do it. Keep the car balanced. Keep the weight in one section. I'm actually gonna get a strut bar for the front too for my car because oh man, my car's a mess, man. What's up, the grim life? Yeah, but it's been crazy. I actually got a short shifter from Street Rays. It's all right. It's still kind of like brand new, so it still hasn't been broken into. And then people are telling me to do a burnout, but I can't do a burnout right now because I have a brand new clutch, so I'm trying to save my clutch. Don't want to slap a new one in and then do a burnout. It doesn't work like that. You have to like break in the clutch. So that's what I'm doing since I work like working back is probably like 20 minutes. So that's what I'm doing right now until I feel like the clutch, it starts engaging a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. So um what the next thing I want to get is wheels. I already um I already have a set of wheels I want to get. I'll probably get some Cosme's wheels. I've been dude, I seen them at SEMA and they were sick, dude. They were super super sick. Uh okay, so if you want to modify your car as like your daily driver, what I say driving, driver, whatever. Uh Depends. I think what you can do is get like a better air filter, get more air in your car. Don't I'm telling you guys this from experience, but do not get cold air intakes. They're a waste of money. Don't do it. Your stock intake works fine. It actually works better than a cold air intake. But I say just upgrade your air filter to like a pod filter. That way it gets more air and it circulates more, and it's gonna let the engine breathe better. But yeah, stay away from intakes, dude. They're a waste of money. Trust me. You guys don't want to spend like 120 bucks or 170, depending what brand you guys want, and get a cold air intake. Don't do it. Trust me, it's just a waste of money. You're better off with your stock cold air intake. Um, that helps it keep the car cooler, gives more air, more power. So yeah, just keep your stock intake. Trust me. Uh, Let me see. Oh, someone messaged me, but it's okay. But it's okay because I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm glad you guys are kicking it with me. Um, what else? Oh, so I also had a little funny story too. Um, right when I got my car, I didn't record this. I should have recorded, but I didn't record it. So right when I got the car running, I was like, dude, super sick. Like I could finally take it for a drive, you know. I was like super stoked. Um, so I was driving and all of a sudden, I was going up the street, I did a U-turn, and then I was driving back home, and all of a sudden, my steering decided not to turn the wheel. So picture it this way. It's like, have you ever been to like one of those little rides from, I don't know, like Disneyland or something? It's like a teacup and you're moving around, spinning like that. All right, that's how the wheel felt, man. Like I would turn it and the tires did not move. So I was steering to the left to get back to my driveway, and it kind of bit it kind of bit the racking pinion to turn, and then from there I turned it to the right because I wanted to put it in the backyard and see what was wrong with it. And right there, boom, my steering was dead, like it was completely dead. So I thought, I was like, you know what? Maybe it was probably one of my. Hey, what's up, man? 509, what's up, dude? So I thought it was the belt that ripped, so I was like, "Crap, dude! I had to go to the store, go get a belt." And it was Friday night. It was probably around like 8:30. I was just like, I don't want to drive. Like honestly, I don't want to drive. So I actually had my iPhone, recorded the racking pinion, positioned it a little bit weird just to record to see what was going on. Turn my steering wheel, and there's like a connector for your racking pinion and your steering column. It's like two prongs, and there's two screws on each side. And when you steer it, it's like a joint. It moves it to the left or it moves it to the right. So that thing broke, like it completely broke. And luckily, I wasn't actually driving it, on the freeway or on the street. Like, dude, that thing completely broke, and it was freaking terrible. I couldn't move the car. I just left the car how it was right there, and I was like, you know what, I'll deal with it the next day. So I woke up super early the next day. I got my drill bits, and I started drilling that freaking I started drilling that bolt. And what sucked was that I guess when I gave it like when I steered left, I guess the bolt broke. It broke in half. So one side was sticking out on one side was sticking out, and then the other side was sticking out. So there was like a gap in the middle. And the thing was, if I try to spin the part that doesn't have the socket on it, this part on this side wouldn't come out because I guess the hole from the freaking joint was super small. So I had to drill that out, and it was such a pain. I probably went through like I want to say like 4 or 5 drill bits because it was a tight space and it kept breaking my drill bit. So I ended up taking it off. It took me like I want to say like an hour and 30 minutes to get it off, but I got it off eventually and put some new bolts on both sides because I didn't want to deal with it because there's two bolts. There's one for the steering and then one for the racking pinion. So I just replaced both bolts. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And on top of that, I think it broke because I guess that bolt was a little too big and it was hitting my header. So I guess when I steered it to the left, it just there was so much force on that bolt that it just completely snapped the bolt. So that was pretty fun. And yeah, dude, it was like one of the worst experiences you guys can ever have, man. It's scary not able to steer your car, and especially just even though you're just going super slow. But yeah, that's like the thing is more that thing's sketchy, dude. Like, dude, I was super scared. Let me see. What else? What else? What else? What else is another story? Oh, I got another story for you guys too. A cool 240SX story that you guys are gonna probably enjoy. So this was actually Tuesday. This actually happened on Tuesday. This is the reason why I made a video about fixing my 240SX transmission. All right, so check this out. Tuesday morning, woke up early. I was like, I gotta get to work. I'm trying to be there on time. So woke up early, right? Started the car. I actually forgot my stuff in the room. So I grabbed my backpack. You guys can see my Takata backpack. I grabbed my wallet. Unfortunately, I forgot my wallet, dude. I was still half asleep. Grabbed my wallet and also grabbed what else did I grab? Oh, I grabbed some what was it? I'll grab the magazine that I got in the mail. So I grabbed that. So got in the car. Car was warmed up. Did a U-turn and started heading to work. So I want to say when I was like halfway there, my car started shaking, and the shaking started getting a little bit more violent. Where my seat was like super shaking. I was like rocking back and forth. So I was like, dude, what the heck? What the heck's wrong with like what the heck's wrong with the car? This never happened before. So I drove like super slow and I parked at my job, clocked in, and I was like, I'll deal with it on lunchtime. So lunchtime came, it was freaking raining. So I was like, well, I can't really do anything because it's raining, so I'm not gonna deal with it. So I hit break time, and that's when I started looking around. And dude, it was weird, but I don't have the rubber boot for my shifter. Okay, the rubber boot's not there. It's just a piece of fabric that's over it for now because I'm actually ordering a rubber boot because it's freaking loud in my car. So I had that rag there, and I just lifted it up because it's zip tied. Yeah, zip tie saves lives, bro. Remember that. But it was zip tied, and I actually got the cloth. I lifted it, and I was like, well, if my seat is shaking, it has to be somewhere, in the transmission, or maybe my rear tires are out or whatever. So the first thing I did was I lifted the fabric, checked my back tire and see if they were bald or if they had like a little bump, and the tires were fine. Nothing was wrong with them. So I checked my transmission, lifted the fabric, and you can literally stick your hand on the shifter and move it. And it had so much freaking play on it. It had a lot of play on it. And I was like, all right, well, cool. Now I found the problem. The transmission mounts are not bolted on correctly. That was my fault. That was actually my fault because there's a time where I actually had to. If you guys follow me on social media, I had to change my XZD throwout bearing and put an OEM one. And the XZD throwout bearing squealed like, dude, it squealed like it sounded like a freaking. It's like someone was choking someone or something. Like it was a bad noise. So I dropped the transmission, put the OEM one, slapped it back on, went to sleep like at 2:30 in the morning, which was terrible. I was filled with gear oil and stuff like that. But I'll talk about that later. So uh it was time to go home. I clocked out and I was like, all right, well, maybe I can drive home. I mean, the frame for the transmission, or the transmission mount, was still bolted on. So I was like, maybe I'm just gonna drive slow and get home and jack the car up and see what's going on. So I was driving slow, and then right when I was about to get home, started like the car was shaking to a point where like I just wanted to pull over and I don't know, just call someone to help me push it home or something. But I made it home safely. I thank God I made it home, and I put it in the back in my backyard. Jacked the car up, and the bolts for the transmission were completely loose, and on top of that, the drive shaft bolts were completely loose too. So there was so much play there that when you would put it in first gear, pop the clutch, push the gas, the car would shake super, super, super bad. Um, so I ended up jacking up the car, went under, fixed all that stuff. And I remember too, I specifically remember when I bought the drive shaft from this from this guy because I saw it on a post and he had it apart. And I told him like, hey, how much do you want for it? He's like, give me like $50. You can take it. I was like, all right, cool. I'll give you $50. When I got there, I specifically told him, I'm like, did you did you tighten the bolts towards spec? Like, did you do it? If not, tell me now so I don't have to deal with it later. The guy said he did it. I believed him. And driving home, the freaking drive shaft bolts were gone, dude. The nut for the drive shafts flew off of somewhere. I don't even know where. And I just had the bolt. Uh, the only thing that was keeping the bolt was the grease. That was it. The grease of the bolt was keeping it there. But I went to the auto parts store, got some Loctite, blue Loctite, which is medium, and some new nuts for it. Slapped them all inside. Tighten, of course, the transmission mount and the drive shaft. And after that, the car has been running fine. I haven't had any problems. But it's been good. I'm actually like, dude, this thing actually saves a lot of gas, which is freaking crazy. Um, I filled up my gas tank, I want to say 2 Mondays ago, and I'm still like at half tank, which is gonna be almost 3 weeks. So the reason why is because I'm driving super slow, dude, because my coils are blown, dude. If you guys haven't driven in a car with blown coilovers, it's the freaking worst, dude. It sucks. Like, it's so embarrassing because people are just looking at you, just like, dude, what the hell is wrong with this guy's car? It's bouncing. But yeah, my coilovers are completely gone. They're garbage, dude. But those are my pretty much fun stories for, I want to say, these past 2 weeks. Um, but there's gonna be more crazy stories with this 240 because I already know. But I'm actually looking into, what am I looking? I'm actually looking into turbos right now because I have my spare engine that I'm gonna build soon. I had to put on my engine stand, take it all apart, and I'm gonna do my best to polish and port the head. Um, I know a lot of people are telling me that you should just take it to a machine shop, but I'm the type of person that wants to learn how to do it. People told me that it takes like a full day, 18 hours, or depending how do you want to port it. It really depends how much time you're gonna be, in the garage or outside, wherever you're at.